You're listening to The Brown Couch Show, where addiction, recovery, real life, and all the bullshit in between collides. If you're somewhere between rock bottom and figuring it the fuck out, or loving someone who is, take a breath and sit with me. Let's talk about the shit nobody wants to talk about. I'm Brandon Andrew, but most people just call me B. I've pissed away time, walked through addiction, and battled demons, but was grateful enough to have come out on the other side with a story worth sharing. Now I'm sitting here on this ugly ass brown couch just trying to make sense of it all. For me, and maybe for you too. Reminding myself that even the most fucked up moments can make for one damn good story. Sit back, relax, and enjoy The Brown Couch Show.
Welcome back, you beautifully broken, trying your best motherfuckers. I'm your host, Brandon Andrew, and welcome back to another episode of The Brown Couch Show. I'm extra excited to be back doing another episode this weekend. So for the past few weeks, I've been kind of living in limbo. We went from working full-time to being told that we are going to be laid off and to start looking for other jobs. And it wasn't until about a month ago that they kind of huddled us back up for a meeting and explained to us that we were not being laid off. And not only that, they were going to send us to school to get an extra certification. So right now I'm currently in the process of getting my CHW certification, which, if you don't know, is a community health worker. I'll basically continue doing what I've been doing in the community, but I'll just have a couple extra credentials under my belt, and I'll be able to do a couple extra things like take blood pressure and the rest of other people's vitals. I've put off the Brown Couch Show the past 2 weeks, not for lack of motivation. It's really just comes down to putting priorities first and making sure I'm taking care of the important things instead of the fun things. And I had been doing that for a little bit. I got sidetracked, I'll be honest. When I was in my basic routine, going to work and doing the things that I do, I got comfortable. I did get comfortable for a little bit, and that was okay because the routine I had established was healthy. And then once that routine changed again, I found myself in shambles. I didn't know what to do by sitting on my couch 8 hours a day. So I am so thankful that we started this schooling back up just to kind of give me a structure in the day so I don't lose my fucking mind. Anyways, if you haven't guessed it by now, this episode is going to focus all on routine. How the fuck we build it, why it matters, and how I'm personally trying to climb my way back into one without losing my mind. But first, let me just check in with y'all. Grab your coffee, grab your vape, grab your journal, whatever gets you settled in the morning, and let's get to it. Y'all know I've been doing these CHW classes, community health worker training, and it's been a game changer. Honestly, I did not expect to love it this much. We've been covering everything from health disparities to trauma-informed care, and you know that shit hits close to home to me. I've been trying to take notes for real. Not just in the classroom sense, but like spiritual notes. Like, okay, this is what I'm meant to be doing. But it's also been a lot. I've had to slow down on the work, slow down on the content, even slow down on my podcast, which is, if you know me, that shit fucks with my head. Because I'm someone that likes to do. Sitting still makes my brain feel like I'm on fire, or I just fucking have this itch that can't be itched. But I'm finally feeling like I'm ready to come back. Back to work, back to what matters. And I missed it. I missed routine. I never thought I'd say it seriously, but damn, I miss waking up at the same time every day, knowing what the hell I'm supposed to be doing, even having my own to-do list. That shit used to annoy me. But being a sober, recovering human being, it's been everything to me. I used to think routines were boring or, you know, hard to stick to. I wanted freedom and chaos and go with the flow vibes, that spontaneous personality that I have. But in addiction, my routine was chaos. Wake up late, chase the high, lie to people, disappear, feel like shit, rinse and repeat. Now in recovery, I get why routine is sacred. A good routine is a safety net. It gives your brain peace. It takes the guesswork out of your day, which kind of lowers your anxiety and depression, even. Especially for people like me who spiral when there's way too much fucking empty time going on. So let's break this shit down a little bit. How can we develop a routine? Well, we could start small as fuck. I'm talking start waking up at the same time every day, even on weekends. Eat something in the morning, even if it's just a fucking slice of toast. Doesn't fucking matter. Do one thing daily that helps your mental health. Journal, meditate, walk, vibe out to some music, whatever it is, do it. It's not about building this perfect, structured routine overnight. It's about building trust with yourself again. Trust that you'll show up to your own function. Now, on to the hard part. How the fuck do we stick to this routine after we've developed it? You need accountability, not punishment. Tell a friend what your goals are. Tell a family member. Set reminders. Track it with a cheap-ass notebook from the dollar store. Reward yourself when you stay consistent. Not with bullshit like, oh, if I get this done, I'm going to take a nap. Or I'm going to get to watch extra shows tonight. Celebrate yourself without guilt. And you also have to learn to forgive yourself when you do fall off, because you're not going to keep the routine going right off the bat. You're going to fall back into those old ways or those old habits, and sometimes it's not by choice. It's just by muscle memory and your brain's automatic go-to for each situation. But the benefits are fucking outrageous, dude. Your brain stops racing so much. You start to be able to fall asleep at night when you shut your fucking eyes. You start to trust yourself more in decision making and priority setting. You have less room for the bullshit. When you have structure, you're less likely to slip into those old fuck it patterns you once clung on to. And look, your routine can be messy. It doesn't need to be a TikTok perfected 5 a.m. cold fucking plunge, eating 6 eggs and a steak. Maybe your routine is coffee, a playlist that gets you feeling right. 4 or 5 deep breaths as soon as you wake up. Getting to your shift on time. Calling someone that you like to speak to on a daily basis. You keep doing this, boom. Success, my friends. So yeah, I'm getting back to my own routine. Getting back to doing this show, doing my CHW training, getting back into the world with a little more fire under my ass, but with a lot more clarity. And I hope wherever you're at, day one, relapse, burnout, or even doing great, that you remember that you deserve peace. And sometimes peace starts with something as simple as brushing your teeth at the same damn time every morning. Sorry, my brain immediately went to the same damn time song. Anyways, I'm fucking proud of y'all. I really am. And you know what? We have to learn to give credit to ourselves. I'm proud of myself. I'll be back next week, and the week after that, and the week after that, to continue my routine. And until then, be kind to yourself. Do little things. Hydrate, brush your teeth, make your bed. Don't text your ex. all these little things and keep showing the fuck up. Before we part ways this morning, I wanted to talk about the Happy Gilmore 2 movie. I don't know if you guys were able to tune into it or not, but Adam Sandler is truthfully one of my favorite actors. I vividly remember just watching him throughout my entire childhood. Big Daddy, Happy Gilmore, Click, Billy Madison, you name it, all of the greats. And I remember in Happy Gilmore, so many one-liners and quotes, and one really did stick with me. And I can recall on different times in my life where I've said this quote, and you've probably heard it too. It's when Happy Gilmore hits the ball into the rough and it bounces off a couple trees and it's laying on dude's shoe. And he gets up to his ball and the guy says, "Play it as it lies." And they look up the rules, and sure enough, you have to play the ball as it lies. And he didn't fucking hesitate. He said, okay. He thought it through. He developed a strategy. And he hit the ball. And he actually hit an amazing shot. So much so that he got it back onto the fairway towards the green. But I was sitting here and I heard it again in Happy Gilmore 2. And hearing it as an adult that has been through a whole bunch of different life situations, it hit me different. Play it as it lies. I think we can incorporate that into our everyday life. Just playing it as it lies, rolling with the punches, going with your routine. Quit complaining and bitching about the shit you have no control over, and just be. Just play it as it lies. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me again. Like I said, we're going to be back in full swing these next few weekends, and I'm really excited to have you guys back with me and listening. If you wouldn't mind, drop a like, comment, and subscribe. We will be back again this time next week.